Hey guys, what is up? I'm gonna play a little bit of Sanctum, and we're gonna go ahead and play the first level. The first level is called Mine, and so we'll go ahead and start this on the regular, normal settings. We're not gonna do survival, because I'm gonna see how many people actually want to watch this series. Pretty much. I am gonna just use these towers. These are pretty much the basic towers I always use. I did try and record this video before, but I had to go and celebrate my brother's birthday. So I had to cut the video a little bit short. And I pretty much just scrapped the recording because it wasn't really that good of a recording anyways. But would have been nice to keep it. Right now though, I am playing this game just to get more of a variety on the channel. I know I have been playing the basic tower defense first person shooter-ish games, or slash third person shooters. I will probably get more of a variety on the channel later, after I get a capture card, which I will be getting sometime soon, probably. I plan to get that sometime this week, so I can record some games with an actual campaign on it, and actually get some different videos up instead of these tower defense type games. Most of it will be on the PS3 though. I do not have an Xbox because I don't really feel like buying one. Because honestly, I don't really want to spend the money. I'd rather just stick with a PS3 and play all the games I can on there. But that pretty much means I probably won't be playing anything like Halo or Gears of War on this channel. So sorry if anybody wanted to see that, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm also gonna use the DLC stuff on these levels because I bought the DLC for a reason, and I'm gonna use it. I do recommend though to buy this game. It does have actually a lot of DLC stuff that you can buy for it, and the game is pretty fun, especially if you have friends. But even if you don't have friends who can play this, you can pretty much just go online and play with random people, and lobbies like that are actually pretty fun still. I'm also playing on normal though, because I don't really feel like playing on a higher difficulty. I'd rather just beat the level. What's also nice though about this game is it's not like Orcs Must Die where you have a time limit to set up stuff. You actually get an unlimited amount of time to set up. And the waves aren't too difficult. The only difficulty I have is when there's, I forgot what they're called, but there's some pretty big guys who are pretty resilient to most of the guns and towers, which is why some of the DLC stuff is good, because the killing force do kill them, because they're really only resilient on like the front half of their body. Their backs are a little bit weak, and their feet are pretty weak. So that's why it's good to have the killing force, which pretty much just, I think they just pretty much shoot up like a little beam that you can't really see, and kill the stuff. And I'll probably put maybe some scatter lasers back here, and that'll be good for this. I also don't use the sniper though, because ever since I've been playing this game, my aim's not been too good, and it's so much better just to have the freeze gun, which I have right here, to just freeze stuff wherever you need to, and then just go ahead and shoot it. Which is also another good reason to have the killing force, because you can freeze them on the killing force, give them a chance to recharge, and then they can come back and shoot it again. I have played through most, or pretty much all of the levels on this game though. And as you can see, the next wave is the big guys I was talking about, but I have played on most of these levels pretty much the entire game. I haven't played it in a while though, so I might be a little bit rusty. Although it is a fun game. And what we'll do right now is probably just save up the money or resources and go ahead and try and wing it. As you can see, still rusty because I can't even make that jump on the first try. So that's a little preview on how good my parkour skills are. When I start doing Minecraft stuff later on, when I get the money to buy it, that's going to be pretty fun. And I will be doing Minecraft stuff later, for those of you who didn't know that. And I hope you guys will enjoy all that stuff. I already do have a friend who will play some maps with me, and stuff like that. Do some custom maps and stuff. And this is, as you can see, the killing floors are doing a lot of damage to them. They're the main killers. And then scatter lasers are doing a little bit, but I don't really even have to shoot at all. And so that's wave 4 of 20. What's also cool about this game though is that the waves are decently long, so you actually get a chance to build up stuff. And actually get like a chance to, you know, see how well your defenses can last. And you're not really just playing to survive. You can actually see like strategies and stuff a little bit easier, because when there's a lot of waves and a lot of time to build up stuff, you can change stuff a lot easier without it causing too much of an effect in the future. Like if you place some stuff in the wrong place, you can just sell it and get the money back in a real short time and just replace it. There's also a pretty wide variety of towers. On the first level it only gives you 5 towers I think to use, and 2 of them are required, so you kind of can't not use those. And that wraps up this wave. And if you guys are thinking like the waves are really easy, they do get a lot harder as you go on, like most survival games do. So you are going to want to just build up this first area and then move on back to the and then after you like get this whole area done, you can move on to like up there and build up that and build up all that later on. And what's good is to make a little maze like I did right here, because these guys are chargers and they run faster on open areas, but on turns they are really slow. So it is good to make a maze. It's not just it's really effective for stopping these guys, really. But it's also good to it helps lengthen the speed of the enemies into the little portal rift thing over there. But anyways, I didn't keep the other recording because it was only like 10 minutes long maybe. I had to go celebrate a birthday party though, which took like an hour, but also ate dinner too, so that was good. These guys are pretty much just a bigger form of the guys who come on the first wave, so they're not too difficult. They are a little bit resilient, but you can take them out decently easy. And the yellow numbers that it shows are just your regular damage, and when it shows a red number, that's like you got a critical or something on them. It just shows that you did a little bit more damage. As you can see though, it's not much different between the like some grenades at this guy, and I'm just gonna go ahead and freeze him. Try and stop him. This is where the sniper is good, because as you can see, really the only guns that do damage are the rocket launcher, and then this thing doesn't do too much damage. And he actually might make it into the little rift, so I'm gonna try and freeze him right here and kill him really quickly, but yeah, he got in. And that was pretty bad. Those guys are a little bit difficult, but that's what happens when you don't have anything really upgraded. Like, I don't have right now. So, next wave is just going to be regular guys and some runners. I'm also going to upgrade my guns, because as you can see right there, I was doing pretty much no damage at all to the thing. So we'll go ahead and upgrade my assault rifle. The rocket launchers is pretty good for killing the runners, because they do bunch up in groups, and it makes it a lot easier to take out when you have splash damage. Because as you can see, the rocket launcher does have a wide area of effect, so you're definitely going to want to use that to the fullest extent. Now I'm going to go ahead and move back to this straightaway, because it does get a little bit difficult to shoot in the maze when everything gets so close to you. Hit the mic there on accident. And we'll upgrade the freeze gun and the Rex again. Switch back to this. And upgrade these two guys back here. You don't really need too much of a strategy though, other than what I've been saying is just build a maze. If you don't buy the DLC, you get a little freeze squares instead of killing floors. And if you don't use the freeze squares, it does get pretty hard to repel the enemy. Because the freeze squares definitely slow them down. But the only downside to using freeze squares is that they do have the same effect on enemies as they have on you. But you can get the freeze squares up to like making the enemies like, I don't know, maybe 80% slower, I'm gonna say. Which is definitely a lot slower than what they normally go. I'm gonna go ahead and freeze these guys. Oh, never mind. Pretty much though, the main wave you have to watch out for is a wave like this with big guys, and waves with the other big guys. I don't really know their names, because in a game like this, it just doesn't really matter. I'll just call them big guys, runners, and little guys. Didn't want to do that. Oh well. As you can see though, it does to upgrade the towers, it can get expensive after the first couple of upgrades. So it's good to start out with cheap towers. You do get Gatling towers as a main thing, or as a main tower when you first start out, and those are decently cheap. They only cost 10 resources, I think, to place, 10 or 20, and their upgrades aren't really that expensive.